Hey everybody, I am still getting over this cold, but I still wanted to stop by and talk a little bit about something that you can do when you are feeling overwhelmed with emotion, whether it's anxiety, depression, sadness, anger, any of those things. When you're feeling that intensity, so often we have just learned to stuff it, to run away from it, so to speak, and and I liken it to like this big storm. It's like, and it starts out as just being a little storm and a little storm, and you kind of push it down and push it down and push it down, and then the more that you have those feelings that you push down, that you ignore, because maybe they start to get scary, and maybe you originally started doing that because, as a child you were told that, you can't, it's like, stop crying, or I'll give you something to cry about, or just any number of things that it could be. But just over time, over your years of doing that, you stuff it and stuff it and stuff it, and energetically it builds and it becomes this big storm. And at some point, it crosses this threshold beyond just being this inconvenience of, I just don't want to deal with this now, or this isn't the time or place, or I shouldn't be feeling this way. And it actually changes over into like this scary thing, this big storm, but we don't necessarily recognize it or label it as that. But we try to avoid it at all costs. It moves into this different realm of, it now starts to feel overwhelming to us. And so one of the things that you can do, excuse me, when that comes up is you can close your eyes and tune into it, which is contrary to what you've been doing subconsciously. Subconsciously you've been trying to run away from it. And so close your eyes and tune into it and feel what it is that you're feeling. Feel that anxiety, feel what it is. And two things. One, feel in your body, like try to identify where in your body you're feeling it. And it might be more than one place. Maybe you feel it in your shoulders. Maybe you feel it in your heart. Maybe you feel tension in your head, or muscle tenseness in your back. Maybe you feel like an intensity or tenseness like in your stomach or in your diaphragm. Maybe you have a stomach ache. So those are, just a few examples of where physically in your body this energy of emotion is residing. And so just allow yourself to feel it. And while you do that, breathe. And then if you notice that you have any thoughts come up, don't judge them, don't agree with them or anything like that. What you want to do is you want to notice them. What are the thoughts that come up? And just notice them. If you're engaging in it, then you might spiral and make that intensity of the emotion grow. But if you will just notice it, like animate it in your mind, like, put it on a scrolling paper, like it's scrolling by, or like imagine that you're writing it on a piece of paper and then putting it aside, but just notice the thoughts that go with it. You don't need to judge it. And then the feeling that's in your body, and then just allow yourself to feel it and breathe. And you will notice something, that it won't take too very long before you're going to start noticing a lessening. And for me personally, I've noticed it feels like it's melting. It just starts to melt away. And that's because the energy is actually able to move through the body and release, instead of being stuffed into this spot in your body and like held on too tight so that it's not scary. And so I wanted to share that with you today. Seems like there was something else, but the congestion in the head's making it a little tough to think today. But I just wanted to share that today because I know that there's some of you out there that need it. I actually had just mentioned it to my sister the other day, and when I was talking to her about it, I knew I needed to make that my next post. Let that work for you. So you guys have a fantastic day, and hopefully it's a little bit more sunshiny where you are. But you know what? I'm noticing any day that I check in, it brings sunshine to my heart. So It's sunshiny right here where it needs to be. All right, love you. Bye.